Hey everyone, it's Syerra. So today I'm showing you guys a tattoo tour. I love watching tattoo tour videos. I watch them all the time and I've always wanted to make one. So I finally have enough to make a video. I'm doing a tattoo tour now just because I'm not gonna be getting more tattoos for the next while. I graduated college in April, so all of the money I'm going to be making further down this year, I'm gonna be saving it to get a place to move out eventually. So it's gonna put a big pause on tattoos. So that's why I'm gonna do this video now. So I have, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 tattoos and I really like going into details about everything. So I will be talking about how old I was when I got this, the meaning, if there is one, the pain, the price, and everything else that goes into it. So yeah, let's get started. So all my tattoos I have so far are all on my arms. I definitely want so many more. I want a lot more tattoos like on my chest and up here. I want some on my legs. I really want a sternum piece. Like there's so many more I want. So there will definitely be an updated and future tattoo videos on my channel in the future. But this is the first of many. So yeah. All right, let's get started. So my first one I was 16 years old and it was a matching mother-daughter tattoo with my mom. So because I was underage to get tattoos, my mom came with me to sign the papers and everything. But my family had one agreement. They said, we'll sign the papers as long as you pay for it with your own money. And I said, bet. So this is my first tattoo. It says XOXO with the breast cancer symbol. So this is my most meaningful tattoo. Everyone's first tattoo is usually like pretty meaningful sometimes. So this one was for one of my grandmas. So one of my grandmas in 2019 passed away from breast cancer. She had it for around 5 years and was fighting it for really long, but in October 2019, unfortunately, she passed away from that. And that was really big for me because it was the first death in my family. I've never experienced any family members dying before, so it was really emotional and really big for me. So me and my mom decided to get a matching tattoo for her. So this is like a tattoo for my mom and my grandma. So the XOXO is for me and my mom. We always text each other XOXO. I have a really like strained relationship with my mom. I don't really see her often, but I still go visit once in a while. And how we tell each other like how things are, we text each other XOXO. And then the breast cancer symbol is for my grandma. So it has like a double meaning in one tattoo. I love it. This tattoo, because this is my smallest tattoo, it only took like 3 minutes, 5 minutes maximum. I remember it so clearly. It took like literally 5 seconds. The healing process was so easy. It didn't itch, it didn't hurt, it didn't nothing because it's so small. And the cost for this was $150. So I know it seems super expensive looking back now, but pause, my little brother's coming. Hi.
Hi.
I'm filming a video.
Yeah.
Do you want to come say hi in the video?
Yeah.
You can see yourself.
Hi.
Alright, my little brother came to see me, so he left now. Anyway, so I was saying about this tattoo, the price seemed really expensive, but I think that's because the people like charged me more probably, just because I was underage and it was my first tattoo, and we told them that we went to other shops that already declined us. So I think they knew I was like pretty desperate, so I think that's why they like charged me more. Nonetheless, I was still able to afford it and I was really happy with my decision. So my next tattoo is this acorn on my bicep. Pinecone. Pinecone. It's not an acorn. Why did I get that wrong? So this one I got when I was 18. I had this on me for like a really long time, and then I finally decided to get a second one when I turned 18. So I didn't have to have my parents sign for me or anything like that. So I got a pinecone tattoo, and the meaning for this is for my grandpa. So my grandpa is like my best friend. I love him so much and I really want a tattoo for him. So we got a matching tattoo. His is bigger. I'll try to insert a photo if I can find one. His is bigger, has branches on there. He has 3 granddaughters, so he wants to add a 3rd pinecone to represent all his granddaughters. Sorry, 2 granddaughters, 1 daughter. So the meaning for this is that in French, pinecone means cocotte. It's like a nickname that he calls me. So we both decided to get pinecones. And also I do speak French, I am bilingual. This was the first tattoo I got from my current artist who does all my other tattoos. This one was, I think, 175, 180? No, I think it was like 140, 150. Still a little expensive, but this one took longer than the other one. This took a good 45 minutes to do. Pain wasn't that bad. I would say like a 4 on a scale of 10. 10 being like really bad, 1 being like nothing. Healing process was really well. I'm very lucky with all my tattoos. I had a really smooth healing process. So far I haven't had any infections, anything like that, so I'm very happy. So when I turned 18, I went on like this big tattoo kick. So the next one I got is this tiny little year tattoo. So it says 1982 and it's the birth year of my parents. I have a very young family. So I've always been really close to my parents, so I just wanted to get a tattoo for them. And I saw like a tattoo like this on Pinterest, the same placement with a different year, and I really liked it, so I booked the tattoo next day to go do it. This one I went to a different shop just to try a new shop to see if I liked it better. I didn't. They charged me like way too much for this tiny thing. They charged me $200 for this. And also the quality of ink isn't as good as my other tattoos. Like this is my first tattoo that's starting to fade a bit. So, but nonetheless, I still really like it. It looks really cute with all my other tattoos on my arm. Also when I was 18, I got this like 3 weeks after getting this one. No regrets. The next one I was starting to get a little bigger with my tattoos, is this heart. So I get a lot of compliments on this heart. A lot of guys are like, oh, that's so sick. And a lot of girls like how like dark it is. I really like it. I remember when I got this tattoo, it was originally bigger than I thought, but then once I got it done, I was like, oh, I like big tattoos. And ever since then, every tattoo I've been getting just got like bigger and bigger. When I was younger, I thought I would be really into like the fine line tattoos, but no. So this heart has absolutely no meaning. I saw it on Pinterest. I saw it much smaller and much like lighter, and I brought this up to my tattoo artist and he really liked the idea, so he made it darker, and just because that's his style of tattooing and I really like that style. And I remember he gave me a bit of a discount for this just because it was the 3rd time I was going to see him for a tattoo. So this was, I believe, $140 plus tip I gave him, so $155 for this, which is really good. This took almost an hour to do, like 50 minutes I would say. It really did not hurt just because it's on a pretty like chunky area of my arm. So it really didn't hurt, like a 4 out of 10. Yeah, I really like this. It filled out a good space on my arm. I definitely want more like over here, some right here. It filled out a good space on my arm for now. And once again, I also got this when I was 18. I think like 3 months later after I got this one, or like 2 months. Then my next tattoo, so this was the biggest tattoo I got and I'm in love with it. I love it so much. It is my 3 butterflies. So these butterflies have absolutely no meaning. Well, I guess the only meaning there are is that butterflies are my only favorite insect. It's the only bug I like. I really like butterflies. I think they're really, really beautiful. And I know it's very basic to have butterfly tattoos, but I really like them just because how dark they are and they look so bold, and I'm very white, so they pop really nicely. So this tattoo was the first tattoo that like really hurt. He was doing the first one. I was fine. Then we moved on to the second one. A little more tender, but I was still doing fine, you know, like a 5 out of 10. And then once we did this one near my wrist with all the veins, he was working on this part for a good like 30 minutes, I think, and like, oh, it was hurting so bad. Like an 8 out of 10, I would say. Luckily, it did not tap out. We got through it. I think the whole thing, this was one session. We did all 3 butterflies in I think an hour and a half, which is like really good. And the total for this was $300. So $100 per butterfly basically. And that was my artist giving me like a discount because he knows me. So very grateful. So I also got this tattoo when I was 18 years old. This was my 3rd tattoo while being 18, which is like, I went crazy, and that's pretty much it. Next, so I was 19 when I got my next tattoo. I'm gonna stand up for this one, but it says purpose. So this is the first word tattoo I got. I always wanted like a word or a phrase on my body. I was thinking of the word glorious because I really like that word, but purpose sounded more like you know, I don't know how to describe it. It just really resonates with me. So I got it, and I got it in the same font as this tattoo, which was Old English. And this is not inspired by Justin Bieber. There is not really a meaning to this tattoo. I just really resonate with the word. And a lot of people say that it reminds them of Justin Bieber because I think he has like an album called Purpose with a similar font. I should know this. I went to see him last year live. This tattoo, I think was $75. I think my cheapest tattoo so far. It took like 30-40 minutes. The pain was like 5 out of 10. This is the first tattoo where I bled. So after he put the sanderm, which is a clear wrap, my tattoo was bleeding, which is a really odd spot for me to bleed because my butterflies I didn't. But other than that, it was fine. And now my last and most current tattoo, my favorite tattoo, which is half of a sleeve basically, my 3 roses. So I have 1, 2, 3 roses. So I've always wanted a rose tattoo ever since I was like 15, 14 years old. Roses are just so pretty, they're so timeless, they're never gonna go out of style. I really, really love roses, they're my favorite flower. So I always wanted them tattooed on me somewhere. I originally wanted the shoulder piece, which I might still get, but different flowers. So again, this was my biggest tattoo, most painful, most expensive, and most time consuming. So this tattoo took 2 sessions to do. We did this one, and then I went back to do this 3rd one. I just love how dark it is, and it matches so well with all my other ones on my arm. So for the first session, doing the 2 roses, it took almost 3 hours to do. I had to pause one time to take a break just because I was sweating so much. It was summertime and I was sweating so much, so I needed to like sit up, and my artist had to like point a fan on me because I was sweating so much. I took a break of like literally 5 minutes, and then I was like, all right, go back into it, because I watch a lot of tattoo videos and I know that if you take too many breaks or wait too long in between breaks, it's just gonna hurt 10 times more when you go back into it. So I just need a little breather, sip water, let's go back into it. For the first session, this cost me $300. And then when I went in for the next session, he said, oh, that was $300 for all 3 roses you're gonna do. So I was like, oh, thank you. So on the session, I didn't have to pay anything. I gave him a tip just because as like a thank you. So in total, I think my total was like $315, $20. I love it so much. I get so many compliments on this one. This is my most complimented tattoo. I love it so much. The pain, I will never forget the pain. On both sessions it hurt, because on the first one we were doing a tattoo that took like 3 hours to do, and then on the second one we were doing the 3rd part that was right on my elbow, so that was really painful. That was a good 10 out of 10 tattoo. So anyways, those are all my tattoos. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. In the future, when I do decide to get more tattoos, I might vlog that and take you guys along with me. So if you guys are interested in those future videos, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.